Are you bisexual at that point?
You like hairy toes.
It happens to literally tens of Americans eat.
Grind it up, shoot it in my veins.
You want to see if there's something real there?
I have one of those. Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
It's the NFL on NBC.
NBA.
Damn it,
NBA.
damn it, damn it. That's right.
You know it's the NBA Finals right now.
Is it?
That's why we're playing this. It's thematic.
Oh, I would never know that. With your hosts, Nathan and Justin.
That's
Sushi
John
Jackknife.
Tesh's finest composition right there. John Tesh.
Easily the lamest human being to have ever lived.
John Tesh went to a music store one day, and he went, "What is the least cool keyboard you guys have? I'll take 7 of them."
Right.
And then he made a whole music career out of it.
Out of that. And isn't he on the radio as some like Christian, like
is it Christian? I know it's like it's like soft rock,
family values kind of thing.
Ugh.
Something like that.
Well, you know that's a garbage radio show.
Yeah, it's like if it's not overtly Christian, it's Christian in disguise.
Here's the thing I've never understood. Even if you agree with the people that are hosting those radio shows,
yeah.
How do you not acknowledge that just generally across the board,
Yeah.
they are terrible. They are
true.
terrible shows.
His Intelligence for Your Life radio show airs on nearly 300 stations and is syndicated.
Is Intelligence for Your Life the name of the show?
I think so.
Oh, fuck you, John Tesh.
How dare you? How dare you, frankly? It's syndicated by Tesh Media.
Of
in
course.
The U.S., Canada, and the U.K.
That is some bravado right there.
It really is.
To think that the person who used to host Entertainment Tonight until he hit the big time with soft rock has Intelligence for Your Life.
Apparently he does. Albums include Live at Red Rocks, Worship at Red Rocks, Platinum,
Why is he mad at Red Rocks? Why is he going there and torturing people?
One World, Big Band, Sax by the Fire. John Tesh. Sax.
Actually, I like that one. I like
do.
that one a lot.
You know what? I'm going to need
You know
to hear.
Kenny G heard that album title?
God damn it. Oh. Sax on the Fire, including this song.
Nary a sax to be found right here.
This is the already cheesy End of the Innocents by Don Henley, reworked by John Tesh with saxophones at some point. Right now it's just a lot of keyboards.
That's baby making music if you want a really boring baby. Like if you just want the most boring kid ever.
World's most boring baby.
That's baby making music right there.
Intelligence for your baby. Brought to you by John Tesh, Hour of Radio Intelligence Power, whatever it is. I don't even know. Welcome to Sushi Jackknife. Holy
Hello.
shit. Here we are.
Episode 400 million.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
I can't remember
I
what
don't know
number
anymore.
we're at.
I still haven't seen Hail Satan, though I plan to. And I have watched the trailer about 85 times.
That's because,
Yeah.
as we've established, there are 2 things you like in
Oh
life.
my god. You remember this.
Satan and feet.
Well, you gotta like something.
Not
Nathan.
in that order necessarily.
No, not in that order.
It depends on the day. It can
does.
bounce back and forth.
Sure it can. Sure it can.
Now, if you could get your eyes on Satan's cloven hooves,
Oh boy. That's really exciting.
that's the dream right there.
Dream come true. Oh my god. I do have, not to just talk about foot fetishes again.
Oh, we're back to...
I think so. Can you, do you ever think there was a guy, you know, I drove by a Payless Shoes that was closing the other day, 20 years too late. Yeah, what do you do? Podcast dog is going crazy over there with a squeaky toy.
Hey, can I borrow your
toy? How you doing?
Thank you.
Good job, Nathan. That toy has literally been around for 10 years. Anyway, I drove by a Payless Shoes the other day.
They're all going out of business.
20 years too late.
All 8,000 stores going out of business. So you can get half off of half off of half off of whatever they charge. So like it's $1.50 a shoe.
I think they give you money on the way out. So I'm driving by and I'm thinking about our conversation about foot fetishes. And I just picture a guy walking in, buying up all the ladies' shoes, and then just going in his car, ripping open the boxes and sticking them in his mouth. Like, that's...
No. There's a guy who goes into all the Payless shoes.
Yeah.
And finds the women who are trying them on.
Oh.
And just stands there and goes, Are you done with that one? Are you done with that shoe? God. And then he buys that pair. They have to be used.
They need to have
a foot fetishist he's not a shoe fetishist.
Okay, good point.
It has to involve a foot.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah, it does need God, can you imagine?
That's the creepiest idea I've had in a very long time.
Are you done with those? And of course he's wearing like a checkered shirt or something. I don't know. He's
mustache, checkered shirt, and aviators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely makes it into our book of weirdos, whoever this guy is.
Hey, those look a little too small for you. You got some big feet. Those are a little bit too small. You need me to take those?
I like this size. Do you work here? No, but I really like your big toe.
I wish.
It's my fucking dream come true. My aspirational career. Al Bundy was a shoe salesman on the show. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that was his bag, though. In fact, he seemed to hate every minute of it.
Well, see, he was the wrong person.
He was. He should have got this guy.
Imagine how helpful. And I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
The employees at a shoe store who only hired foot fetishists would be. Imagine how eager to help you find the right shoe they would be. They would try on shoe after shoe after shoe after shoe with you. I mean, it's a good business model.
It's a good business model.
If I owned a shoe store, I would look for the least creepy foot fetishists I could find. You don't want the creepy ones.
No.
Because they're going to do creepy things, but you just want a guy who's like, oh, I wish I could. But this is a professional environment. I'll just think about it later.
I'm saving up. I'm banking stuff all day so that as soon as I clock out, I go into the you know what happens.
Yeah.
You know what happens. You don't need me to detail it for you.
He goes home and Googles shoes.
Yeah.
Looks at other pairs of shoes that are similar to those.
That sounds like it could really encompass your whole life if you wanted it to.
I mean, there's a lot you could do there.
There is.
Do you think there are... And
do we finally find a topic for the show?
The whole show's about foot fetishes now. Like, you always hear about people who are into high heels and things like that.
Sure, that seems normal enough.
Are there foot fetish people who are just, like, into Jordans?
Could be. Sneakers?
Why not?
They
just want people's used sneakers.
Air Jordans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who buys, like, anytime you see a beat-up pair of sneakers at Goodwill or something, there's one guy who sweeps through every so often and just buys all of them.
None of these are the same size. Doesn't matter.
I'm fine. Look, we're not concerned about that.
Well, we always assume in our myopic viewpoint that these guys are going to want women's shoes.
That's true.
They might want guys' shoes. There might be female foot fetishists as well who want either ladies or men's shoes. There's an infinite variety of wackos out there, Nathan.
And this is the last question I have about this, and then we can move on.
Sure.
If you were a man,
and
you're a heterosexual male,
yes,
generally,
sure,
but you're attracted to men's feet.
Interesting.
Are you bisexual at that point?
Oh, It's just the feet.
Just the feet.
See,
but it has to be men's feet.
Okay.
You're not...
Specifically.
Yeah, you don't like women's feet, just men's feet.
You like hairy toes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, because I feel
it's like right there on a line.
you're not into penises.
But you are into dudes in a way.
In a way. Just one part of dudes.
Yeah.
Just one piece, though. Like,
Yeah.
You don't want anything to do with the rest of that.
Right.
Okay.
But like, you'd like to have sex with a lady.
Yeah.
But you'd like to do whatever it is you do with feet.
While looking
with a
at
guy.
men's feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ultimate situation is to have sex with a woman while handling a
with
man's
a man's toe in your mouth.
Okay. No, I don't think that makes you bisexual.
Not like you're almost there, but not quite.
That's just a fetish.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you had a fetish for cock, that is different.
So it has to be the penis to be
so.
bisexual.
I think so.
Okay.
Or some usually sexualized part.
So it's
like if you want to kiss dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are
you're bisexual if you want to kiss a dude, but not if you want to put his toe in your mouth.
I think so. It's the level of specificity. I think, it's because you're fetishizing.
I'm trying to come up with an arbitrary line here that we can draw.
I know. Well, it's important. Look, I heard this thing, and I don't know if this comes from straight people. I heard this from a couple of gay people that they kind of have doubts that bisexual people are real.
Oh, that's a big belief in the gay community.
Yeah.
I don't know percentages.
But you've heard this before.
Yeah, but it's not like a small fraction of people who are like, oh, bisexual isn't a thing.
Right,
it's a lot of people, which is silly.
It is silly. Yeah.
Because, really.
Some people are. Yeah. Do you think that from the gay community, the idea is that wow, they're just really gay and they're not there yet?
I don't know. I don't understand the thought process behind it at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
I would assume that's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
But if you're attracted to a woman,
yeah,
but you're also attracted to a guy,
yeah,
which I feel like is a thing that happens fairly often.
That happens to human beings, I think. Yeah, sure.
That's not gay.
No, that's a different thing. That's why we have another term.
Yeah, you are bisexual at that point.
Exactly.
You like them both. And maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a group of people who are like, no, that's pansexual.
That's a different thing. That's when it doesn't matter.
Well, but that maybe that's what they're saying. And I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't,
sure.
They're all labels and who cares?
Yeah. See, I thought pansexual was it's just about the person.
Yeah.
It's not about their gender at all.
Well, but what I'm saying is maybe they think that the people who are bisexual
are really
quote bisexual because I'm being them right now.
Sure.
Are really just, they don't care at all. Although I feel like they also probably don't believe in pansexual.
Yeah, I feel like the thing that makes you bisexual, though, is you have a definite desire for both. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like the defining characteristic is. If you're gay, you're attracted to people of the same gender as you, sex as you. If you're straight, it's the opposite. If you're bi, it's both. If it's pan, you don't even think about it.
This is one of those things where I can't really make a decision on it.
Sure.
Because I don't have a say.
Isn't it fun to have all these terms, though? The real truth is that there's an infinite variety of humans.
Right.
That's the real truth,
but
I think.
You have to boil it down to 6 categories.
Sure. Of course you do, because we love to categorize.
Right.
Our brains are absolutely built to put things in boxes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We love
whenever you take any sort of survey or anything, there's never a box for just don't know.
No shit's given. That's my box.
Whatever.
It's great that we're talking about all these different relationships things, because I was wanting to bring up, I've kind of been stockpiling for a while, misconnections on Craigslist.
Oh, yes.
Nashville Craigslist, where we live. And these are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm
well, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
The idea behind misconnections
Correct.
We will say the idea because that's not what it's used for
That's not
anymore.
what it is. Right.
Is, let's say, well, first off, we're going to start with the scenario where my wife dies in a tragic accident. God forbid.
God forbid. Tragic blending accident, maybe?
Yeah. She blends herself to death. It happens to
All the time.
literally tens of Americans a year.
It's our issue
Yeah.
on this show. Any money you give us will go towards efforts to educate about blending death.
So she dies.
Okay.
Croaksville.
Croaksville.
We've buried her, and I have mourned an appropriate amount of time.
Correct.
I go to my local coffee shop.
Yeah.
You can pick any coffee shop you'd like, be it a Starbucks, be it a Dunkin' Donuts,
How about a Caribou coffee?
be it a Caribou,
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
be it your local artisan coffee shop where they judge me when I don't really have a preference between Ethiopian blend or whatever South
Because
American
I have
blend
no
they have.
fucking idea what the difference is.
Just use a bean, make me coffee,
I don't
give
a
it to me.
Fuck where it came from.
I want caffeine. That's really all I care about.
Grind it up, shoot it in my veins.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm at the coffee shop.
Okay.
And I meet a little cutie,
Lupita.
Lupita.
Yeah.
And Lupita and I hit it off. But I don't get Lupita's name.
Right.
Because we're just casual strangers, just chatting. But she wanders off with her scone and her drip coffee.
Blueberry scone.
Yeah. That's how I knew.
Lupita's a little basic.
Well, but that's how I knew Lupita and I had something in common.
Yeah, you love blueberry scones.
Blueberry.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, wow. Not since my deceased wife have I felt feelings like that
Correct.
for another scone eater.
And it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah. It has been an appropriate amount of mourning. 2 weeks.
Correct. You've called me and you said, can I? And yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Blessed be. Go ahead. I'm like your rabbi.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So then I go to Misconnections on Craigslist.
Right.
And I go, hey, I was in a Caribou coffee and I bought a coffee.
Yeah.
You bought a scone.
Yeah.
We hit it off. Maybe you want to see if there's something real there? And there is a chance, a very slim chance,
Slim.
that Lupita has gone home with her scone and her drip coffee.
She took that home?
Yeah.
She's a
It was a
weirdo.
to-go order.
You don't need her.
Hey, don't you talk about Lupita that way. So she went home, and she's like, Dios mío. That man that I met at the coffee shop, he may be the one. So
Yeah.
she might log on to Craigslist Misconnections and go, that guy's looking for someone with a scone. Wait a second. Glances down. I have one of those. Replies, Lupita and I live happily ever after.
Sarah McLachlan music in the background. All is well.
Yes.
And
What it's actually used for now is just like dudes trolling for cock.
that's a lot of it. That's a lot of it. So I'm going to read you a few of these. All right, here we go. First one. This is from last summer. Weezer fan, Nashville. I was at the Bud Light stall with my friend. I was there for Pixies, and you were there for Weezer. We talked while you were waiting about how good both shows were. Anyway, loved talking to you and loved your smile. You're so beautiful. I would love to talk some more. I'm only reading that one because I was at that show.
Okay.
I didn't have that conversation.
What? So it wasn't
not
you.
about me.
You weren't either party of this.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Though I was there for Pixies. That's as PG.
That's the way it should
That's
be.
the way it should be. That's as PG as they're going to be. A lot of these, the thing I like, they're either straight dirty, trolling for cock, or there's this sense of longing that is so goddamn sad, encapsulated in these little messages. Also, people's grammar is completely fucked, so I'm making it sound better than it actually does.
Well, here are two that are from today.
From today.
To contrast the differences.
Yeah.
Kroger, Donaldson. You and Kroger about a week ago. Red t-shirt, gray jogger sweats.
Ooh.
Handsome black guy fit, probably 40-ish. Huge bulge on display. Okay, we're getting a little risque here.
Whoa!
Tried to get your attention, but you seem stressed. I'd welcome talking and meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty close to what it should be.
Huge bulge on display.
Yeah.
People are wild.
Compare that to the most recent one.
Yeah.
In town.
Okay.
Middle-aged, chubby white guy, not feminine at all, just in town, trying to suck the biggest I can find ASAP. Color or body, don't matter. Just a big, clean tool with 6 exclamation points. Very emphatic there.
It's fine that he wants to suck a big cock, but it's just that
It's just so over the top right there.
so right there, man. You know, I mean, for you and I, the subtle negotiations we have with women.
Yeah.
So subtle. This guy, I'm sure he sucked that cock. I'm sure he did.
And you know what? It's not even... He's in misconnections.
Yeah.
There was no misconnection.
No.
He's just like, hey,
He's looking for a connection.
do you have a penis? Literally, any penis. I don't care about the race. I don't care about your size, your weight, anything. Just a penis. I mean, I guess he missed a connection with one.
Yeah. It's like this guy never downloaded Grindr. That's what that's for.
It would be a lot easier for him.
Super easy. Get with the... you should respond to be like, dude, download Grindr. Like, come
Here
on.
is a link.
Yeah, here's a link. Help yourself. Cocks galore. Here's one I found. Looking for Ted the Candlemaker from Tennessee,
Oh,
who was on Maui, 1981 or 82.
oh, I like this one a lot.
We met on Maui. I can only remember his first name and that he was a single dad at the time. Pretty sure he's still a single dad.
Well, I mean, he may have gotten married.
I guess. Cinnamon hair. Oh. Next paragraph. 6 feet, very good looking and kind all those years ago. I don't know what city in Tennessee, just that he lived in a beautiful place in the country. Ted worked the craft circuit. His candles were unique. I would love to say hello. Any info? Please reply, Christine.
You know who would love Ted? Lupita.
Yeah.
That's exactly Lupita's type.
Lupita.
She loves crafty men.
What a doll. She's going to hate you when she gets to know you.
Oh, man.
Just saying.
Ted sounds like a delight.
He does. When have you ever made a candle?
I've never even come close to making a
Never
candle.
gonna win Lupita's heart. It's a good thing your wife is still alive. Firehouse subs.
See, I feel like immediately this one's 100% less romantic than Ted the Candlemaker. You were getting hot sauce. I also was.
Firehouse subs. Lunchtime Thursday. You seemed a bit impatient waiting on your meal. I approached you and paid you a compliment. What did I say?
Nice sandwich.
Yeah.
Can I have your pickle?
Nice.
It's the same guy from the ad I read.
Nice bulge.
Over time, he's gotten less abstract about it. He's just very direct now.
Your happy feets.
Oh, no. No, we said no more of this.
We were both getting our feet taken care of. By the way, both is capitalized and there's no period. This is laid out like a poem.
Wait. By whom?
We were both getting our feet taken care of. It was a wonderful experience. You go to Vanderbilt. I don't. Clearly you don't because you didn't punctuate don't. You have gorgeous pale skin and black hair. I have paint all over my skin. Would like to see what you bought for your feet,
Well,
and if
this-
I could make anything else happy.
This person sounds like a psychopath.
Yeah,
I
know.
have paint all over my
What does
skin.
that mean? That was my comment. Like, what does that mean? You have lots of tattoos, or you're just covered in paint?
I was wearing full body paint.
Yeah, like you're a painter by day. Like you paint houses,
Yeah.
by day, and so you got flecks of paint all over you. But you splurge for a pedicure. Huh?
What? We don't know that it was a pedicure.
True.
They were getting their feet taken care of.
Don't know
That
what
could
that means.
mean anything.
Don't know what it means. Let's see. Hi, handsome. Was that you?
Hello.
Was that you? Oh yeah, presumptuous.
Yeah.
Last Friday at our Mapco, where we meet. Last Friday at our Mapco, we met where we met several years ago. I think I saw you. Are you back in town? When we met, it was your 50th birthday, and you helped me get 4 bags of ice into my car. 1 bag broken. We laughed and dealt with it, and well, that's when the connection happened. Not sure what your status is these days, but it would be nice to meet for a casual drink, no pressure. You always said I had a great smile and heart. I still do. Don't be shy. Say hello.
Okay.
A lady wrote that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Yeah.
you laughed over a broken bag of ice.
Uh-huh.
What a connection you guys have.
Also, you always said that one time you said I had a great smile.
Yeah.
And
What
heart.
if it is a guy who just like she said our Mapco.
Yeah.
Every day he walks by and just goes, "Hey, you got a good smile." And then just walks off.
You got a good smile and a good heart.
Your smile's good.
You need help with that ice?
Okay, we're going to try something here.
Okay, let's try something.
I want to see if we can find a misconnection.
Okay. I'm game. I'm game for whatevs.
All right, so we'll start.
How's this going to go?
You,
Uh-huh.
me.
Okay.
Our eyes met,
Okay. Are you posting this?
yeah,
Oh.
across
A cheesecake? No.
the Cheesecake Factory.
Boom.
Okay.
Our eyes met across the cheese. Punctuate this horribly. Capitalize things that don't make any sense.
Oh, that's a good. I don't even know what I was thinking.
Don't write like you've been to Vanderbilt.
You, period, me, period. Our eyes met across the Cheesecake Factory. Exclamation, 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 exclamation.
Yeah.
Space, 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 for no reason.
Okay. I was having chicken fingers.
I was having chicken fingers. Okay.
You were having pasta bake.
Is that a thing they serve?
I don't know. No. You were just having dessert.
I was having chicken fingers. You were downing dessert
There you go.
with one S.
Love it.
Desert.
Desert.
Maybe we're soulmates?
Very good. Because that makes sense.
I mean, it makes as much sense as any of these.
Exactly. I could tell you were a little sad.
I could tell you were a little sad. Maybe I can make you not as sadder as you are.
I can make you a little less sadder.
Maybe I can make you a little less sadder. Okay. So, stay tuned to Sushi Jackknife.
Oh
We'll
my
see-
God.
We'll see what happens here.
See if we get any responses. That's fantastic. Craigslist is the most fun. I love Craigslist. Just the raw humanity. That's what I love about Craigslist. That's what I love about the internet in general. Just the raw humanity out there.
You know what's always a little alarming? When I do one of these Craigslist posts or something just for our own amusement.
Yeah.
My phone wants to auto-complete my address.
Oh my God. That's not good. No.
And one of these days, it's going to be like, oh, well, let's find out where this person's at. I'm just going to go meet them in person.
I got another one for you. In all caps, feet pictures.
There we go.
Selling.
This is the Craigslist we all know and love.
Selling feet pictures.
Wait, selling?
Please email me if you're interested and we'll talk price. Trying to get some extra cash. End of ad.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I'm going to just throw this out there. Mm-hmm. If someone wanted to pay me money for pictures of my feet,
Yeah.
I'd do it. I don't
absolutely.
care.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're that one person who is usually straight but loves dudes' feet, we are your supplier.
I'm 100% on board. You can.
I'll put bubbles on my feet. I'll put pudding on my feet. I'll do anything that you want.
I will put pudding as long as it's the right flavor.
I'll put glasses on my feet, make it look like it has a face. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. All right, get ready for this one. Strap in.
Okay.
Overlook. Last year. No, let me start over. Overlook. Late fall last year, the four of us had a circle jerk in the woods
Oh, how romantic.
at the Linwood Way Overlook. All of us were white, professional, I think married, 40 to 50-ish, and just blowing off some steam at lunch.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Rewind here. Okay, so there's just a group of guys who are at
40-ish,
work.
50-ish
And
professional.
they're like, man, it has been a day.
It's lunch. I'm not even through with the day.
I'm just gonna go jerk off in the woods with some people. Like I'm gonna take my lunch. I'm just gonna get out there in nature
Yeah. Yeah.
with some guys and just jerk off for a little bit, and I'll come back.
If this sounds familiar to you, reply with your description. The weather is about to break, and I'm hoping to head back there soon, and hoping we can do it again. I've never understood the circle jerk. Just being honest.
Okay, so I don't know the rules of the circle jerk here.
Yeah.
Is it like you're just with yourself, but in a group?
Yeah. It's a bunch of guys
So it's
in a
one-on-one.
circle jerking off. Yeah. Like, what is the motivation there? I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna masturbate better than you.
It's a competitive thing? You think it's a competitive thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. I don't get it.
I mean, it would make more sense if there was interpersonal contact to me. If it's like you can do that by yourself. You
Yeah.
don't need people.
Yeah.
You don't need the woods.
Right. No, you don't need the woods. just go somewhere.
You wasted a lot of your lunch break.
Yeah, and you probably had a pine cone stuck in your ass. Just saying.
Maybe that's
Maybe that's it.
what I wanted.
It could be. This one's sad. I'm already there. Hendersonville, a little outside of town. Nobody told me about the sorrows, ellipses. How can I face tomorrow?
Oh,
Can
no.
you keep the rain from falling down? The clock ticks, ellipses. My time is running out, ellipses. Where is my night? Can you catch me before I hit the ground?
Did you reply?
No. That was a while ago. Someone's bad poem became a misconnection.
I feel like I would almost feel obligated to reply just saying, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, that's a fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe I should have.
I'm not looking for a connection.
Right.
But are you fine?
Here's a suicide hotline number. Just not making fun of suicide hotlines. Real thing. Absolutely great that's there.
It's very depressing. That sounds
Right.
very troubled right there.
To contrast that one, here's another one. Dude time.
Okay.
Looking for
All right.
Looking for my long-lost bro that enjoyed some male bonding. Hope I find you.
Oh.
How the fuck is anyone supposed to find someone from that? It's the most non-specific bullshit.
There's one person who's like, bruh. Yeah, that's what I've been looking for, bruh.
This one's sweet. Bus on Friday afternoon, red bandana. We both sat at the back of a bus going downtown from West End. A little after 5 p.m. on Friday. You work at Hattie B's. It's a chicken place.
Uh-huh.
Great chicken place. Super duper wanted to talk to you. Maybe we can get ice cream or something.
I like that one.
Was this written by a child?
Hey.
Yeah.
Have you had ice cream? It's delicious.
This is not misconnection. This is for sale wanted by owner.
Okay.
Changing it up a little bit, I know. Skulls wanted. Goats, sheep, deer, coyote, any skulls, $1. Looking for skulls of any type. Picture and price would be appreciated. Cash paid.
Aren't we all?
I want you know that song, The Misfits? I want your skulls.
No, sing it more.
Great song. The Lemonheads did a cover of that song. Awesome cover. We lived at Breckenridge Apartments, same floor. I'm gay. Actually, it's M because there's no fucking
gay.
no fucking apostrophe.
Maybe they meant
there.
to say MK and they just typoed.
I'm gay and you straight. We lived at a Breckenridge Apartments, same floor. I'm gay, you straight. I lived at the Breckenridge Apartments in Madison several years ago. My I'm not going to read the address. My address was blank. You was
Whoa.
yeah, come on.
That's a bold decision
That is
right there.
very bold. You was an older man with a mustache, and you had a roommate. I lived on the top floor, back right unit, and you lived on the top floor, front right unit. One day, I was walking to my car, and you groped your crotch in front of me, passing by. One night, you came to my door, and I didn't let you in. I have always regretted. I would really love to hook up with you.
You lost me at groping crotch.
I know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
remembering the poem.
Yeah, the sad poem.
Yeah, well, and I mean, really any of the ones where you're like, oh, that's definitely a female
Yeah.
looking for some sort of emotional connection.
Yeah.
I'd like to contrast that with the typical male request here.
Yeah.
Nashville's finest female cop.
Ooh.
I was in a meeting this morning.
Oh my God.
Won't say where or what the meeting was. And you came in 45 minutes late and sat next to me.
Ooh, shit.
By the way, don't call people out for
Yeah.
being late
Come
in your
on.
misconnection.
What's wrong with you?
Anyway, you came in 45 minutes late and sat
Okay.
next to me. Just wanted to say that you are hot. The end.
The end.
That's the whole ad.
She is never. Okay, what woman, what self-respecting woman?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What person?
Yeah, well, what person?
I mean, really, most
Besides
people.
the guy just wanting to, gargle cock. Besides those kind of guys,
Right.
What else is out there, really? And I've looked. Listen, I've looked. Not with any intent of action, obviously, but I've looked just to see if I popped up anywhere. I don't pop up. I don't pop up
Never?
anywhere. Never. I look at this about once a week, and it is an endless source of enjoyment. But yeah, the short and sweet. Here's the last one I have. Taco Bell, Gallatin Pike. Dash. Absolute bombshell. About noon. Space-ish. Noonish. Apparently ish is a word. Today, I rode into Taco Bell. This is like an adventure story. I rode into Taco Bell on Gallatin Pike in a big box truck as you were coming out with glasses, reddish hair, and a slender, but not too slender body with a sweater on that about made me fall out of the truck.
That
And into your silver greenish tent car parked next to us. I tried to make words, but honestly, I was stumped. Whether you get on here or not remains to be seen.
I tried to make words.
I tried to make words, but I was stumped.
Make words good.
Whether you get on here or not remains to be seen, but given the chance, I'd at least like to figure out how to say hi. If you see this on a million in a one, and I won in a million chance, send me an email of what you remember and change the subject to glasses so I know it's you.
Well, mostly what I remember is you rolled down your window and said, words!
With a half-eaten taco in your mouth.
Words!
She writes a reply ad. Taco Bell, you were creepy, eating a quesadilla, trying to talk to me. No words. Please go away.
Full chalupa inside of mouth.
I feel like we should have done ours in the form of a haiku. Just saying. Just saying.
That one was written like a person who took a creative writing course, but didn't finish it. So it's just like they said, oh, details are important.
Right.
Well, you had a sweater and you had a bluish green tinted car. The sun was peeking out from behind the clouds.
Okay, this is not from Misconnections. This is for sale free stuff. Another fascinating area of Craigslist, as previously noted. Free chinchilla pelts.
Okay.
I honestly am wondering if this is real. Hello! I have a number of chinchilla pelts that I have been collecting for about 10 years now. My mother uncovered them in my closet and says they have to go now.
Whoa. Wait. You've got a secret closet full of chinchilla pelts?
That is correct.
You're just going and finding chinchillas and skinning them?
A couple of them have a tiny bit of mold on them from when a can of Peach Nehi exploded in my room.
Oh, man.
I got most of it off, and my cat licked the rest, but it still molded 2 of the pelts. If you only want the unmolded pelts, I'll still give them to you, but you may want to have them professionally cleaned. I don't know who cleans chinchilla pelts, but seeing that they're free, surely you'll be able to find someone. I'm tired of people asking me questions about things I give them for free, so please do this on your own.
Whoa.
Also, I have fixed 2 of the unmolded pelts to a pair of old loafers if you want those. They're nice for a night out or just to walk around the neighborhood. Please text me with the reasons you are wanting the pelts, and I will let you know if I still have them.
Well, obviously, the reason would be I have a number of loafers.
This is the best part. Make, manufacture, chinchilla, model name / number. They didn't have names.
You know, it's probably not real, but I want it to be real, and I want to know that person so bad.
Someone really crafted that. Like, someone took the time to be like, I'm going to put the weirdest shit on Craigslist.
Where would you wear your chinchilla loafers?
Around town.
Out on the night, on the town, or just around the neighborhood.
Anywhere there's not a can of Peach Nehi that might explode. You ever had a Nehi? Grape Nehi? It's a
you know
soda.
what? I haven't.
Soda.
No, I know what it is, but
yeah.
I've never had one.
I've had Peach Nehi and Grape Nehi. It's good. It's just a fucking soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just admire the amount of detail.
I know.
It could have been any drink.
I know.
But
Peach Nehi.
He didn't go basic.
No, so specific. It's a guy, right? A guy wrote that?
Oh, that's definitely a guy. I mean, maybe it's a woman, but based on my life,
hilarious woman.
Men seem to be filled with nonsense way more often.
I agree.
To do things like this.
Yeah, I agree.
They could have gone with Coke. But that's too basic. You don't want to go with Coke.
No, you got to be more specific.
And you don't want it to be too comical. You don't want to say Faygo Moon Mist.
Right.
Like, that's way too over the top.
Yeah.
Peach Nehi? Perfect.
Perfect.
That's a perfect soda
It's
to
a
spill.
weirdo drink.
Yeah.
Who Who is sitting around with Peach Nehi in their fridge? If you are, by the way, you're a fucking weirdo. Just saying.
Where do you buy Peach Nehi?
I don't. There's like very select locations where you can buy Peach Nehi anymore. You probably have to order it on fucking eBay, thereby making you a weirdo. I'm just saying.
I only drink eBay soda.
That's correct. That is correct. Any food items that you consume that came from eBay? No.
I've given up most sodas. But, if I find a good Peach Nehi on eBay, I really can't turn it down.
I paid $45 for one.
And then I spilled half of it on my chinchilla.
Where do you get chinchilla skins? What the fuck?
Do you make coats out of chinchilla? What do you do with chinchilla?
I think so. I think they're really soft.
Is it like a mink coat?
I think so. My grandmother had a mink coat.
Did she ever wear it?
No.
So I've known several people in my lifetime who have had some sort of mink coat, but I've never seen them wear a mink coat.
It was just always there in the closet, wrapped in plastic.
Mink coats seem to be reserved for rappers in 1996.
Yeah.
And that's it. Those are the only people who wear mink coats.
Method Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one since then wears them, but they have them in their closet and go, I've got a mink coat.
It's from a different time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a better time, but a classier time.
Yeah.
Classier time. It's like how when you watch old movies, I'm almost 35. Mm-hmm. Humphrey Bogart at 35 looked about 55.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the way that people live. People lived a lot harder. And,
I've never figured that one out because I see people who, like, especially athletes from, like, the 40s or 50s.
Oh, totally, yeah.
I see pictures of them younger than I am now.
Correct.
And I'm like, oh, no, they're like a 40-year-old man.
Well, everyone...
Willie Mays was always 40.
Yeah, exactly.
He never was younger than 40.
It's like they went from 18 to 40 in 1 year.
I saw a picture of Mickey Mantle at like 23.
Yeah.
40. He was 40. He was constantly 40.
It's the smoking, don't you think?
He was 40 until he was 80 and had liver failure.
Yeah, well, that I'm sure that helps. Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those people that, like, you always know he's not a great person. But like I just read a memoir from a baseball player in the 60s called Ball 4.
Oh.
It's a very famous memoir amongst sports people because Jim Bouton, I don't know how you say his last name, wrote this. It's just chronicling his whole season in 1969.
Yeah.
1969.
Okay.
Former Yankees superstar trying to make it back.
Oh, this is about Mickey Mantle.
Well, it's not about him, but he gets mentioned in it.
Okay.
This book was so controversial at the time because this was the era where, every baseball player was the All-American boy.
Right.
Like Mickey Mantle was the All-American boy.
Sure.
And he didn't stick to that narrative in his book. So like there's a lot of stories about people, drilling holes in the dugout so they can see up women's skirts while they look out and things like that.
Wow.
And Mickey Mantle, basically every story about Mickey Mantle is Mickey Mantle was kind of an asshole.
Okay.
Like that's just every story.
Got it.
And even now you hear people talk about him and you're like, that can't be the case. But then you read books like that, or I read a biography of him that was written by a female sports writer who had multiple encounters with him, and every single time he was not Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
But Weinstein-esque.
Oh, God.
And you're like, okay, so he was a terrible person. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. But they still try to paint him as the All-American boy.
There's a period of history where like the absolute truth is never going to come out, and we're past that now. Now,
man, if Twitter existed during Mickey Mantle's lifetime,
right.
he'd be suspended.
Right.
all the time.
Well, we're in an era, and I think it's a good thing. We're in an era now where everyone is human. Like, that's what we realize, right? Like, all of your heroes are human beings. There was a time when people could conceal a little bit better. You know? There was less ability for people to get outed for being complete fucking crazy assholes. Now, complete fucking crazy assholes can do amazing things.
But imagine there was a time where Mel Gibson, if he gets stopped by police on the street and goes on, I don't know if I'm spitballing an anti-Semitic rant, that wouldn't be public knowledge, and now it is.
Right, exactly. It's a better time. We're in a better time. I'm reading a book right now about this super spy. It's a biography. He's a real guy. This super spy around the turn of the century and into like the First World War. His name was Sidney Riley, and he was a Russian-born Jewish guy.
Okay.
Didn't know he was Jewish until he was almost an adult.
Okay.
Half Jewish. Because his parents lied to him, essentially. So he was a child of his mom and the doctor.
Oh.
Devout Catholic parents. Not the child of mom and dad, right? And so he realizes he's born in Russia, grows up in Russia, realizes that he's Jewish. The level of anti-Semitism, even in the book that I'm reading, which was written in the 60s, about that time, off the charts.
Oh, it's crazy.
Off the charts.
And when you start looking back at stuff like that, how casual it was.
Oh, so casual. Everyone assumes that races have characteristics.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like, Jewish people are like this.
Yeah.
Black people are like this.
Which still exists today.
Still exists.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I had, speaking of this, I have a coworker today who, she's African American.
Yeah.
That's an important thing here.
In the story.
Yeah. And she had a situation with a guy that didn't go well. And was telling me about it. I'm like, yeah, guys just suck. Which is true. As a man, I'm willing to admit, all guys just suck.
Yeah, in general, we do. Yeah.
And this is the first time this has ever happened to me. She apologized to me for what she was about to say being racist against African Americans.
Wait a second. She's black.
Yeah.
She's black.
Yeah.
And she was
saying that, no, I think it's just a black man thing.
Oh.
And she apologized to me ahead of time, which put me in the weirdest spot I've ever been in race-wise.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I mean, I'm not for racism.
Right.
But is it racism if... It's
That's
like self-loathing race, but it's not self-loathing because she's not including herself.
Right.
I don't know where I'm at here.
She put you in an impossible situation.
Yeah. And I just went, I've never dated a black guy. I don't know. And I went back to work.
No one ever answered my Craigslist ad where I wanted a gargle cock. Like, it's,
it's a very weird situation to have a minority person apologize to me,
to you, a white guy,
for their racist thought, which I also, by the way, I don't think it was really a racist thought. It was she was venting about the guy that she didn't have
and
a
making
good
a generalization, which is fine. Look, I got nothing to say at that point. Just like you. That's an moment. Sure.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not. I don't know.
It's a squirmy moment. I think that's a squirmy moment internally. Yeah.
Have you seen my melanin? I'm not involved in this conversation anymore. I'm sliding away.
My ancestors lost their pigment because they went to cold places where they no longer required it. That's what happened.
How familiar are you with Europe?
White people are weird. It's weird that we conquered the world several times over as white people because all of our genes are basically recessive genes.
That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I've had this thought, especially when I've watched things where there's the white supremacists.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're the best. Really? Are you?
We're the most maladapted to the environment. Really?
You're the most likely to run away from the sun.
Yeah.
I don't.
Exactly.
Does that mean you win? I'm not sure.
And listen, as the climate changes, even more so.
Yeah.
We're fucked way before a lot of other people are fucked.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if we
Just based on sunshine.
in 2019, it's not as big an issue.
Correct.
But let's say
sunblock. Yeah.
let's take away modern technology,
Yeah.
modern structures, things like that.
Sure. Let's take away the fact that we get to live in all the nice places.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just put everyone out in the field.
Yeah. Same field. We're all together.
Yeah.
Who dies first?
We get skin cancer.
We get skin
a
cancer.
lot easier than everyone else.
Oh, yeah. We're mutants.
Yeah.
We're already mutated because we all came from Africa. We all came out of East Africa. I did 23andMe.
Whoa,
It
wait.
fucking showed me.
Oh, you did 23andMe?
Oh, yeah.
How European are you?
Have we not talked about this?
No, I
am
don't think so.
86% British.
That sounds right.
Yep. British/Irish, but then if you click on that, it shows you that I'm mostly British and just a tiny, I'm infinitesimally small amount Irish. The rest of me is a little bit French/German and Swedish or some shit, but mostly British, yeah.
So I kind of want to do 23.
You should do it, it's fine.
And when I get the results,
Yeah.
I just want like a 1% not white. And then I'll be like, yeah,
No, mine's not like that
I win.
at all. And I have a preponderance of Neanderthal DNA. It also tells you that because there's certain traits
Okay.
that you have that come from the because we fucked and killed the Neanderthals out of existence.
Well,
that is our
obviously.
history.
We're awesome.
We're pretty great.
We're so good at fucking killing people.
I know.
We do it so well.
I know. Raping and murdering are the best things that we're at. We're the best at those things as the human race. If we had evolved from fucking bonobos, it would be a different world, but we didn't. We evolved from goddamn asshole chimpanzees.
That's right.
Patriarchal dickheads. Bonobos, matriarchal. You know what they do? You know how they keep the peace?
How?
They make the dudes come a lot. That's how they keep the peace.
Actually, that's
Makes
not
a lot of sense,
terrible
right?
tactic
No, it's
right
not
there.
at all. Yeah, I endorse that as a policy.
For any of the Democratic nominees,
Candidates?
Candidates
Watch
for
yourself
president.
here. Watch yourself. A policy?
Just distract the men.
Make sure we're satisfied.
Just send them a bunch of porn or something.
Because listen, it's
and then you have a debate where it's just Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, like all the women, and the men just didn't show up.
listen. Testosterone is a rage that runs through your body. It's not fun or comfortable. If we had evolved from the bonobos, we would be pacified, happy enough, and we would have a better society, I think.
But we had to come from the aggressive.
The fucking chimpanzees. They will bash each other's skulls against rocks because they're from over there and we're from over here. Tell me that's not the same goddamn thing that human beings do. It's the same thing.
No. We built guns, so we don't need rocks.
Correct. Correct.
We're better than them.
96% of our DNA with fucking chimpanzees.
Yeah.
No surprises.
So how much of you is Neanderthal?
A lot. A fair amount.
Like, does it give you a percent?
It doesn't give you percent, but it
Okay.
says like these 25. I had like 25 traits that are because I have so much Neanderthal DNA. They're like, you might like chocolate a lot. I don't remember it correctly, but that's an example.
What
Neanderthal?
Man, you really went out on a limb there.
There's all these like little specific things that because I have a lot of Neanderthal DNA, which I feel like is a European thing too.
Part of me, very small part, but
Yeah.
part of me, sees the 23andMe stuff and thinks to myself, that could just be a guy in a room who's just like, yeah, you're Swedish? 75% Swedish. Okay. And
They look at your Facebook profile.
yeah.
And, yeah.
And everyone gets it and goes, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. So Chad at 23andMe is just throwing things out like
Arbitrary.
Neanderthal DNA.
Here's the thing, though.
15 of them? I don't know. What's the unit?
I can trace the family back to England, though. That's the thing. I mean, even my name means like a field, in England.
I mean, a lot of us come from England.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think if I remember what I've been told correctly, there's a lot of German.
Yes.
But I can't swear by that.
Well, you're from the Midwest. Midwest was populated a lot by Germans.
Yeah. So the other thing I'd be curious about with 23andMe, just for my own amusement, I have an aunt on my father's side who is adamant. Well, first off, my entire family's from Oklahoma. This is an important fact here.
Okay.
Who is adamant that we have, I believe, Cherokee.
Yes.
In our blood.
Right.
Now, there's no reason to believe this. There's not like a picture of a person with someone from the Cherokee tribe.
Right.
Nothing like that. It's just like a gut feeling. Like, yeah, we got Cherokee. As far as I can tell.
Right.
And she has, since I was a child, been trying to prove that we have some Cherokee in us.
Wow.
I used to think it was because she wanted to get college discount,
sure.
the college credits and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think to qualify as a member of the Cherokee, it's either now 1/16th or 1/32nd.
Okay.
You have to be.
Okay.
Not a lot.
No.
But she hasn't been able to prove that because we're not Cherokee. So, she's traveled across the country trying to find records for this.
She really wants this.
Yeah. I would love to get a 23andMe and get it and just go, ha! No Cherokee.
Paul from 23andMe says I'm 100% Swedish. What do you know?
No Cherokee. It's just weird. It's a weird fixation to have.
It is. I feel like you should do another misconnections on Craigslist. That's like, we were both at 23andMe. You, 97% Bolivian. I. You know what? We get set up on the free site. Free DNA testing.
Might as well.
Look.
I can test DNA just as well as Chad.
You can.
I have a globe. I can point at it.
Except your globe is from the 50s and it says USSR.
Right.
Shit.
You're all Soviet. Everyone came from the Soviet Union. And 1% from the Horn of Africa.
That's it. That's correct. Oh, sushi jackknife.
Sushi jackknife. So I didn't read this misconnection when we were doing them.
Okay.
But we've both been to ML Rose.
Yeah, burger place.
Yeah.
Burger
kind of
and beer.
loud, a lot of people.
Yeah.
This one, just how polite the person is, amused me. ML Rose Dandy Warhol shirt. I think you were there on a date, maybe? Be that as it may, I'm writing this. You were sitting alone at the bar for a while. Dark hair, glasses,
Ooh.
Dandy Warhol's tank top.
Tank top.
She sounds pretty cool.
She sounds awesome.
Just thought you seemed intriguing. Considered saying hello, but I didn't want to disturb you, and then a gentleman showed up, and it looked like you were having a good hangout or date or something. Anyway, not sure where this is going. Just noticed you is all. You seemed like my kind of human. Don't see that much around here.
It is so nice.
It's very nice. That person deserves a dark-haired girl in a Dandy Warhol's tank top.
I think so.
So nice.
We wish you all the best. Ugh.